How did you stumble across them? Is it because you were a Nigerian lady in Italy? How did you discover them? Because I know you won an award from the Italian government for this in 2006. Yes. You know, it's only really, 2017 and now 2018 that this issue is now all over the media. Yes. But over 10 years ago, you were already being honored for the work you were doing in empowering sex workers who were forced into it in Italy. How did you stumble across it?
Well, the Caritas, the Intercultural, and the Shivas. So they are the one who went on internet and they see my website. They now say Nigerian women always use their hand to work. They don't really do ashewo. So that is how they invited me to come and look and see how we can empower them, how we can teach them how to use their hand to work.
The wisdom is flowing in this conversation, but we're going to take a very quick breather. But trust us, we will be back with plenty more after this break. It seems the same way art chose you. It seems activism through art chose you as well. I'm looking around at the gallery. I see something that resembles some artwork that resembles Bring Back Our Girls. There's a lot of imagery of strong, independent women in control in your gallery. Tell me about some of this art.
Some of these artists, actually their mother, they are my students. When they are using Adire, when they are learning Adire, they use the money of Adire to train them through school. So they can be self-independent. So yes. A lot of them are self-taught. I'm happy doing what I'm doing, but I use it to respect my mother.
Yes.
Because mothers suffer a lot.
Yes.
They bring back our girls. The mothers, they went to protest. I have it down there, it's part 1 and 2.
Yes.
And then nobody hear their voice. So when they now pick the girls up, it's when they now say, oh, the mother are also in pain. So they now start to talk about how they can help the mothers to recover them. So we have to use our artwork to tell our own story. Yes. Nobody will help us to do it.
That's right.
And that is why we thank you people for giving us the opportunity.
Yes.
For showcasing the female art for this Women International Day, which we are going to be doing every year here. Yes. Every Women International Day, there will be an exhibition for 100 women.
For 100 women?
Yes.
Okay, so Oyenike, please take me back to 1982. There is a story that says that you came across 20 young women and you felt they were hopeless. You accommodated them, you fed them, you trained them as well in a showboat. Can you walk us through that journey?
Well, it's a journey of using art as an empowerment for these girls. So when I come back from the US and I see that a lot of the female, so I went to the motor park where they are selling cola, matches. So I picked 20 of them and I tell their mothers that I want to train them in the art of female, which is Adire. And that is how they agree with me. So after training them, I give them money to establish themselves. And I do exhibition for them. So they can sell and see that they can actually make money.
Yes.
When I show them customers.
What was it that awakened your spirit to them? Because I'm sure before that point, you'd come across so many other young women who seemed maybe hopeless at the time. What awakened your spirit? What in you said, these are the girls that I need to work with?
Well, not really. When I see the way I suffer when I was growing up, I carried which is when you carry the concrete with a baby on my back, just to have a day's meat. So I said, they don't need to go through what I go through. Let me use this little moment to help them, to empower them, so they will be self-independent. I want to tell you, education is very important.
Yes.
When they talk about, oh, that woman deserves to be a minister for art. They will say the woman who doesn't go to school. So if I have getting opportunity to go to school, maybe now I will be minister for art. I always want that education, which I don't have. Because when I started, I can hardly speak a word of English more than to say bata, para.
And you taught yourself English as well.
Yes.
Lastly, how as women, African women, Nigerian women, can we finally begin to get that same level of recognition and accolades that the men are receiving from our own? What steps can we take?
Yeah, that is what. And when I see Nigerian women now with their level of education, education has taken them there.
Yes.
You see a woman bank manager, you see a woman with the who is heading the
running big organizations, and
yes. You see a woman who is in the Senate. So Nigerian women are getting there. You see a grandmother browsing at the cafe. So they are already there.
Yes.
I'm just so happy in my own lifetime to see all what women have been achieving.
Mami Nike, what you are doing is nothing short of amazing. What a brilliant journey, and I've really enjoyed spending this time with you. I've learned a lot, that's for sure. And I hope we have an opportunity to hear from you like this again, because honestly, you have so much wisdom.
Thank you. Wisdom and knowledge is part of what we need to rule this country.
Exactly.
To move this country forward.
Yes.
Don't say this one does not have education. Once he has the knowledge, let them be in the right position, and then everything will work the way we want it.
That's right.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
What a formidable woman, and I love how she defied all of the odds stacked up against her and still was able to grow a global brand that sustains her to this day. Well, make sure you stay tuned, because next week we bring you plenty more stories.
Don't just